What is your novel about? I found a way to answer this question in 2 sentences max. It comes down to 3 key elements: the hook, retention, and reward. Welcome back to another episode of the Pen to Plot podcast with your hosts, KJ Herman and Chelsey Fawcett.
We're your creative besties, and we're here to cheer you on and help you stay inspired to achieve your writing dreams.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Pen to Plot. I'm KJ, and we're going to try something a little bit different in this episode. So this is a new segment I like to call I Found This. I think found's a good one. Found. I don't know. We'll play with the segment name later. The point of this segment is that I find things that make my creative writing journey a lot easier, and then I share them with you in hopes that it too will also make your creative writing journey easier and more fun. So, in today's episode, I recently found the answer to the age-old dreaded question that writers always get asked: what is your novel about? Writing 70K to 180 words, that's totally fine, but please, for the love of God, don't ask me what the story is actually about. I found a way to answer this question in 2 sentences max. And it's my new favorite way to summarize my work. And so hopefully this will be really helpful for you as well. So it comes down to 3 key elements: the hook, retention, and reward. By keeping these 3 things in mind, we establish theme so that we're reaching the right audience, gets the listener excited, and on top of everything, it's just going to make you sound like super professional. So, the hook. This is where we introduce the genre and the inciting incident, so the mysterious event or the shocking event that happens to put your story into motion. Then we lead on with retention. So retention would be revealing what the central conflict of the story is and what the character is fighting for and against, and why must they overcome it. And then we finish off with the lovely little reward. Here is where we're going to offer a snapshot of what could happen if the character fails, or what is their alternative destiny, to get them really excited about the stakes of the story. So, here is the summary template. A, genre, novel about a, very short description of character's key attributes, plus inciting incident. She, he, they, then must, the central conflict, or character's mission, or the results of failure, or their alternative destiny. And it sounds a little wordy in this summary template structure, but trust me, when you plug in your information, it flows beautifully. I actually applied this to my own novel that I'm working on right now, and here are the results. A fantasy horror novel about a social pariah who unwittingly joins forces with an asylum escapee to hunt down a man-eating monster. She then must choose between reporting the crazy woman to the authorities to regain her reputation, or join her to expose the sinister truth beneath the town's idyllic charm. And so that's my own work, right? But you can actually apply this to any mainstream novel, apply it to any story, and you'll get the same sort of results. Let me know in the comments if you can guess what novel this next summary is based off of. A fantasy romance novel about a young huntress stolen away by an alluring mystical being who seeks retribution for the death of a comrade. She then must fight the forces within the magical kingdom she's imprisoned, or be consumed by a shadow that threatens to destroy both her and her captor's worlds. Got any ideas? It's based off of something that's currently very, very popular. Tell me if you guessed it. So that's it. That's the summary. Keeping it like super brief in this one. I honestly love this method of creating essentially like an elevator pitch for your story. One thing that I really love to do is take this summary once it's filled out and place it at the very top of my work in my working document. And it really helps to just kind of remind you of the core elements of your story and the general themes so that you're always staying on track. That's how it helps me. So maybe that helps you as well. And also something super fun that I've been doing as well too to generate new story ideas is like essentially take this template and put whatever you want into the template. Use it kind of like a Mad Lib and come up with all sorts of crazy ideas. So if you are going to use this summary template for your story, please fill it out and drop it in the comments because I would honestly really love to see what your guys' stories are about. So anyway, that concludes the episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this episode insightful or helpful, subscribe to Pentaplot for more creative writing insights and inspiration. Keep dreaming, keep creating, and remember, your story matters, so let's write it.